Professor Lumumba is a man I respect so much, and I've had him interviewed on a WMTV channel on YouTube. But there's this video I just watched of him on the African Streams network on TikTok, and he made some very remarkable statements that if only African leaders, especially those in Nigeria, had that kind of vision he was talking about, then we'll be able to move forward. But unfortunately, they lack the willpower to do the needful, and so we are stagnated and we're not able to move forward. Watch the video and leave a comment.
You know, we can blame Europe all we want, but we must also put our house in order. We must create an environment which enables our young men and women to engage in invention and innovation. And if you look at the resource that we have in many African countries, I can tell you, not many people want to leave their countries except for good reason. But when you see people literally fleeing their countries, and I've watched footages of somebody saying, "I'd rather die in the desert than go back to my home," that is not a natural instinct. It is forced on them. Look at a country like Nigeria, which is responsible for generating quite a number of these young men and women. Suppose we were to revive the oil sector in a positive way, and I'm using the word revive, so that we are able to refine, and it's not lost on me that my friend Aliko Dangote is behind one of the largest refineries in the world. I hope that that will ensure that you now create employment opportunities in that sector, in agriculture, in tourism, in textile, in the mining sector. And you can say that about Nigeria, you can say that about Ghana, you can say that about Liberia, Gabon, Cameroon, Dakar, Senegal, Côte d'Ivoire, Gambia, and the Democratic Republic of Congo. But remember that Europe loves Africa to be in the state in which it is, to remain a market rather than a factory. And if Africa is going to participate and to hold back her sons and daughters, she must be a factory. She must add value to the product. It makes no sense that we are producing cocoa in Togo, in Ghana, in La Côte d'Ivoire, and yet Nestle in Switzerland, which does not have a single bush of cocoa, is the one that is sending us chocolates and Brussels. Today, if we are not careful, we are going to lose that territory. So in a nutshell, what one is saying, if indeed Europe cared, and it does not care, there is a book that I am citing too often nowadays. It's written by a South Korean called Ha Jun Chang. It's called The Bad Samaritans. And he's saying that the Western world are bad Samaritans. They do not wish Africa to move from the state in which it is. They want it where it is, because if it is where it is, it continues to be an exporter of primary goods and continues to be a market. And poverty, the poverty of Africa, is what guarantees the opulence of the West. And the sooner we Africans, particularly the African politicians, recognize this, the quicker we'll get out of this morass. Easier said than done.